When the year 1901 arrived, a new silhouette was in fashion that contrasted remarkably to the stiff architectural silhouette of the previous decades. The Edwardian period had ushered in a new figure. No longer was the ideal figure an hourglass, but now the body was molded into the iconic S curve achieved by the straight bust corset. Because of its straight front, the bosom was pushed forward while the back was arched, creating that fashionable S curve. The fullness of the sleeve also dropped from the shoulders down to the wrist and elbow, but by the end of 1904, it would start to travel back up the arm. Soft fabrics, flowing lines, and light colors also replaced the brocade, starched A-lines, and muted tones of the 1890s. The Edwardian period was known as La Belle Époque, which means the beautiful age. So it was a very feminine style, and it was frivolous and very lavishly embellished with lace and ruffles. Skirts were now softer, with more of a gored trumpet shape. Now, the gores were basically panels of fabric that allowed a wide hem to taper into a narrow waist without the bulk of gathering. Bodices also emphasized a monobosom look, and they became pigeon-breasted at the front. They were very blousy typically, especially as the Edwardian period advanced and became very embellished during about 1904 to 1907 when it reached its height of extravagance. Now, the most lavish period of the Edwardian era was about 1904 to 1907, and you can see it exampled perfectly in this dress. You can see the fullness of the sleeve moving back up to the shoulders and the lavish feminine embellishment in the lace and ruffles. Now, the Edwardian period was very influenced by the Art Nouveau movement, which that horror vacui, or fear of empty space, and organic line of that artistic movement really influenced the fashion, hence the lace and the draping of the dresses. Now, skirts and dresses during this time were typically elongated. Daywear collars extended to elongate the neck, sleeves typically extended to elongate the arms, and dresses had fluffy trains that floated around the body in feminine extravagance. Here we have a dress worn by legendary Colorado personality Baby Doe Tabor. She was an entertainer, so her dress was lavishly embellished. So you can see multiple elements in the dress. You've got inset lace at the neck, the floral velvet applique at the bodice, and latticed velvet on the sleeves and the skirt, not to mention the multiple tiers of the skirt. You've also got the pigeon-breasted bodice look, and those big shoulders that almost resemble those leg of mutton sleeves seen during the 1890s. The dress was very busy. In fact, it's almost everything in the kitchen sink. But that was something that was highly fashionable during this period and sought after by entertainers everywhere.